Hey everyone, it's Raquel with the Rocket Kitties, and for today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to properly lay your charm flat when making jewelry or keychains. Here I'm just showing you the jewelry tools I like to use. I'm always using these whenever I'm crafting anything. We have some jump rings set aside, and for my resin piece, which is random, I just kind of found it and picked it up and thought, oh, I can use this. But I wanted to show you that the screw eye at the top is laid flat to the piece. So I typically like to lay my screw eyes flat. For me, it just is easier when making jewelry, and you'll see further in tutorial why I feel that way. But again, find whatever way works best for you. So here I'm just showing you how you should open your jump rings, always side to side. That way you're not warping the jump ring. See, here I'm trying to pull the jump ring apart, which sometimes people can do. I'm having trouble because I like to use stainless steel findings, so it's a little tougher than if I had like a silver plated jump ring. But again, side to side, that's the way you want to go. It just is easier to close your jump ring too, so there's no gaps when you are closing it back. So here I'm just looping it through the screw eye, and you'll see shortly, since the screw eye is laying flat to the piece, the jump ring is now open on the sides. Now if you were making a necklace, you could put a chain through that. If you were making a keychain, it just is open to add, you can add a chain to that and add more charms. Here I'm just adding this clasp so you can get an idea. Now this clasp has a swivel, so it potentially can turn either way. But even so, I still like to be a little particular on how I build my keychains. So and you'll see once I add it too. Okay, so you see how the screw eye is flat, then we have the jump ring, and then the clasp. So that is a good lineup. Say this, you just want that as your keychain, you can add a little charm to the bottom of the clasp just for a little pizzazz, but that can essentially be your keychain to where it will always lay nicely. I hope this makes sense. This is typically what I would do. Like if I were to make this and just use this resin candy piece as I don't want any other charms added, I would do that personally when making it. So it was a little blurry in that clip, but as you can see, I turned the screw eye so it's not flat to the piece. So it's, you see how I put the jump ring on the side. So I mean, that is another way you can make your piece, but typically if you were to do it this way, you would usually have to add another jump ring because now the jump ring is flat instead of side to side. So if you were to make this into a necklace, it would not lay flat. It would lay to the side because you can't put the chain through the jump ring and it lay flat. It's always going to be on its side. So I just wanted to kind of show you using the clasp for the keychain. So I have the screw eye to the side, then a jump ring flat, then another jump ring. Now, the jump ring at the top right there, you could typically add a chain through that and that will help it lay flat, like if you were making a necklace. So just things to think about whenever you're creating anything and you want your centerpiece to lay specifically flat or a certain way. You could be making earrings and you want your earrings to be as, lay a certain way. And these are just things to think about. So here I added a chain to the candy resin piece. And with this, I feel like you can get away with not being so precise as far as how the piece lays since the chain adds on. I feel like as long as the bottom you have that extra jump ring to help it lay flat if you have your screw eye to the side like that. And then the chain will offer you multiple spaces to add tiny charms, things like that. So I also grabbed this cherry piece I had to show you a simple example, like if you were to make earrings. This is why I also like to have like my screw eyes flat to whatever piece I'm working on. So you see the hole for this cherry piece is flat to the cherry. Add a jump ring. I just put the jewelry, my earring jewelry finding through it. And see, now it's always going to lay flat, like if that's the look you're going for. So if you wear it, your cherry will be to the side like this. And that way, if someone's looking at you, they'll see the cherry flat instead of on its side. Anyway, I really hope that what I was trying to show you made sense to you. I think that as we go on with tutorials and you see me further make jewelry, keychains, you'll start to understand that better. But I just kind of wanted to go over that. Especially with the last tutorial I made with the banana milk charm. Whenever you have your charm and you're ready to build it into whatever you're wanting to create, keychains, earrings, phone charms, it's just because you could potentially like make a piece and then when you assemble everything you realize, oh, my charm is laying backwards, or oh, it's on its side and that's not what I wanted. And typically it's an easy fix, but if you added a lot of different things, it can make it a little bit harder. So I always say, just like before you go adding multiple charms, you want to make sure your base is correct and laid the way you want it. So yeah, that's all for the tutorial today. I hope you found it helpful, insightful, and it kind of further clarified any questions or thoughts you had about like making things. If you enjoyed this video and you did find it helpful, please like it. Comment if you have any questions at all. Like, I'd be happy to help or even make another video, pertaining to those questions. And as always, if you could please subscribe to my channel, that will always be appreciated. I really appreciate if you took time to look at this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for your support and hope you have a good day. Bye.